Cara and I'm 25 years old. I'm currently the youngest SDLP MLA, and I'm also the youngest in the Northern Irish Assembly. For me, I joined the SDLP because I believe fundamentally the party's ethics and values surround that of reconciliation. And we've seen how important reconciliation between our communities here in Northern Ireland has been. It's been crucial to provide peace and also to maintain it since the Good Friday Agreement 22 years ago. I think now it's been interesting over the past number of weeks at the early start of 2021 how we've seen how our political landscape is changing quickly, rapidly, and we must never forget that stability is so important here. But what also has begun to happen is the conversation around what our future looks like. And what does it look like? Well, we're having lots of conversations on the ground with our constituents and with representatives from all communities right across. I know for me in the East Derry constituency, I'm engaging with all ages and all age groups and community groups to witness where they are and how they perceive our future to look like here on the island of Ireland. On the conversation of unity, many young people identify as apolitical, so I was very intrigued to grasp how they feel about moving forward. To do this, I found the tool of social media to be highly effective to engage with people firsthand in their living room where they feel most comfortable, and opening up the conversation of what they would like to see going forward and politically where they currently stand. One way of doing this was through the medium of Instagram, which provides a tool to poll. And essentially what I've done is put up the conversation around unity, where people feel they are now, and should there be a poll in the next 5 years, a consent referendum on what you want your future to look like, how they would vote. And the responses were really, really interesting. I polled if you voted yes, why? If you voted no, why? And if you're undecided, why? And I found it very intriguing. Those who voted yes identified that there are economic strengths in an all-island economy. And those who voted no had mentioned they have concerns around healthcare, for example. What would happen if we were to not be able to avail of the NHS anymore? And these are the kinds of questions that are really going to shape and mould as we begin to talk about what our future looks like. And for those who voted that they would be undecided, they said, if we look at the last number of years, we've had the Brexit referendum, we had the Scottish referendum. A lot of people had mentioned they don't want to rush the conversation of unity. They want to take a breath. They want to identify the opportunities, the positivities, where we are now, but where we could be as a reunified island. But within the SDLP, what we identify as so important is reunifying the people, not just the geography of the island. And that is something I do every day, as do my colleagues. We seek to unify people in our communities and work alongside them in creating and instilling change. But certainly as a young person, we've seen a turn in the tide. Young people are becoming far more politically engaged around things they care about, whether it be, campaigning for same-sex marriage or identifying issues around climate change. We've really seen how the people of the North have become more politically engaged, especially since Brexit. I feel like the conversation on unity has really advanced and really picked up that speed. And over the past number of weeks, we've also witnessed the conversation around where we stand post-Brexit and the issues around protocol and the opportunities around protocol as well. So for me, I think we're stepping into a period of transition. But I think one thing that's really important is that as we enter into this transitional period that we're in, discussing constitutional belief, it's important that we do so with respect. Everyone has a right to a constitutional belief. There's nothing inherently sectarian about having a constitutional belief. And it's only through debate and discussion and maintaining that crucial piece can we really have an important conversation about our future. And I know as a young person, I think that we need politicians who keep a calm head, who dial down unhelpful rhetoric and who speak peacefully on this matter as we decide and debate our future.